Hello YouTube. It's been a while, and this is obviously not Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is kind of dead. I haven't played it in a while. I've moved on to other games, and I've just recently finished this one, which is EA's Star Wars's Jedi Fallen Order. And I thought, why not talk about it a little bit and do a bit of a fashion show now that I've unlocked all the outfits that are on here. So yeah, good game. I had heard good things about it. The combat I wasn't really looking forward to, so I set it to the easiest difficulty possible, and I kind of managed to cheese my way through the whole game and finish the campaign. Great platforming, incredibly expansive levels, as you can see, but that gives it a lot of replayability and a lot of longevity as well. I've unlocked the New Game Plus mode, which I'm not really keen to play because you don't seem to get any skills. You just keep all your customizables. Yeah, now that I've finished the game, I'll probably move on to something else. But, so the combat's pretty good. I did have to do a bit of messing around with the controls just to make it a little bit more familiar. I played a lot of Battlefront 2 in the past, so I tried to base my control scheme on that. So let's just have a bit of a play here. Some of these guys.
Copy that.
Whoa.
Trivial
Yeah,
opposition.
do that. Yeah, mess up him. And kill him. And whoop.
I missed.
He hit me in the back of the head. That was nice. And let's just kill K2 S1. Yeah, so combat's pretty good. Just take a bit of getting used to. You got to unlock all the skills, of course. All the timing and that I'm not great at. So all the parrying, all the blocking, no good for me. I just basically did a lot of dodging, a lot of rolling. Unlocking the force pull is great, as you'll see right here. Make short work of really easy enemies. The platforming's good. I've come off recently playing a lot of Middle-earth Shadow of War, and you can basically climb anything you see on there. So this is just a bit of a step down, because there's obviously not everything is climbable, which is a bit of a shame, but it's for the purposes of the game. So yeah, very forgiving for the most part. If you can't, handle the combat, just set it to the easiest difficulty and you're good to go. You've got a great sort of list of skills, as you can see, that you unlock throughout the game. So yeah, for the story, I don't really want to spoil too much, even though this is a 3-year-old game, but you go from planet to planet, exploring, doing a lot of combat, finding collectibles. It really gives off a bit of a Knights of the Old Republic vibe to a degree, in that, you have like a party here, but they're not very active participants. Great levels, really varied. You've obviously got, we're on Zepho at the moment, which is, rainy and windy. You've got Bogano that you start off on, which is really sort of calm and peaceful. Kashyyyk is probably the standout level for me. It's just really, really cinematic. Dathomir is quite a challenging level in that you can't really get anywhere easy, it seems. But let's just talk about the customization. We're all here for the fashion show, so why not? I love the orange jumpsuit. Let's just start with that. It's the closest thing you're going to get to a Rebel pilot outfit, and that's one of the things that was sorely lacking from Battlefront 2, at least on console. Like a Rebel pilot outfit for Luke Skywalker would have been great, but hey, what can you do? Let's have a look at the other ones. This is your original recipe one, just a navy blue with the brown chest piece. It's not bad, nothing to write home about. And it's the Guardian one, if you want sort of a tan coloured one. It's not bad. If you want like some kind of near Jedi vibe, then this is one of the closest ones you'll get. Try and pair that with a particular poncho. It gives you something to play around in, and could have been Cal as a Jedi Knight, who knows. The green one, that's nice. The green one works great on Kashyyyk, and I'm not a big fan of all the ponchos, which is a shame because there's about 50 million ponchos in this game. But the green looks fantastic, especially when you're on the jungle planet. We've gone through the outlaw one, probably my second favourite one, the darker one. It just looks really good. Yeah, I played mostly with the jumpsuits on. I didn't worry about the ponchos, but let's have a look at some of them anyway. His first one, yeah, pairs well with the original outfit, with the same colour scheme. The orange for his ginger hair and the navy blue colouring. That's alright. I don't really have a tier listing for ponchos going on, but hey, what can you do? The Starfighter one, this is cool. You know, if you want to pretend like you're a rebel pilot just taking down a ATST on Hoth, and this is one of the closest ones. It's got that sort of white lining on the front and the back. Not too bad. If you want something to stand out, this is a good one to go with. One of the couple of green ponchos which look really good with the green outfit. I wore this one a lot during the Kashyyyk stages of the game. Return of the Jedi vibes. Yeah, it's probably one of the ones I actually did use a lot. The offshore one, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, like the song says. Maybe a bit more like Lando Calrissian in Solo. Obviously it would pair well with the BD skin, which is the black and yellow as well. Why not have a look and see how that looks? This one here. Now I bought this on sale on the PlayStation Store for $15 so I did get the black and yellow skin for BD and the orange lightsaber blade for Cal. Let's go through the other ones here. The Hyper Shell, yeah, that's alright. The sort of graphics on the back's kind of cool, very Star Wars-ish. Shio, the black and red. I mean, if black and red's your flair, this is the best one to go with. Would probably look pretty good with the black outfit. The free Kashyyyk one, I think you get this later on in the Kashyyyk level. Kind of, I didn't really notice at first. I sort of saw it and I thought, oh, it's alright. It's a sort of like a brownie green one, but it's got this really nice graphic on the back there. So yeah, that's quite nice. The Bogano Dawn one. They all sort of follow the similar design. Again, like the orange one, this has the sort of padding on the back of it there, and the greeny blue, and the all white color looks quite nice. Will look good on one of the other planets where there's a lot of white planet. The Savannah, just a really sort of dark one. Got a little graphic on the back there. You can't really see it very well, but yeah, the longer ponchos I think kind of look better. You know, the customization on this game is kind of lacking, and if you want him to look a bit more like a Jedi, then you've got to go for the longest ponchos you can get in the right color. The Serape, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, but this is a better one. It's sort of nice, you know, brownie color, but with the white stripes on there, gives a little bit of variety. The Vagabond, again, anything that's got some kind of graphic on it's really nice. I prefer these ones in particular. The Rover, again, really good graphic on there. The grey colouring with the orange kind of decals. The Outlander, this is a nice one as well. So the black and the brown, kind of like what Qui-Gon wears in the Phantom Menace. Now that I think about it, having a look at it there. The Bravo, probably the only like asymmetrical one of the lot. Probably one of the better ones as well, I'd say. Where it kind of like drapes over the shoulders, has those diagonal lines. You know, the colouring's not too crazy. Oh, I've completely missed a couple here. We got the pretty in pink one, the Hello Kitty poncho, I like to call it. I can imagine it's not for everyone, but hey, what can you do? The Recon one. This is alright. Couple of little graphics on there. I like the bit on the shoulder. You can't have a Star Wars outfit without some little patch on your shoulder that looks like it does something, like a communicator. The Rainforest, this is another good one. Again, looks great with the green. Got the orange there, repping Cal's hair colour. I like the texture on the front of it too. It looks really nice, that sort of rib texture. But it's yeah, that's probably a good, nice one there. The fjord, it's very similar to the other one. Same design style, different colouring though. Got that nice little white stripe on the side with the lettering. I don't know what that says in Orobesh. I'm sure someone's translated it. But yeah, nice colours with the blue, the white, the yellow. It's got that nice sort of collar there as well. And the last couple, the Wayfarer, the other asymmetrical one. I like the colouring, the reddy brown with the lines down the side there. It's a really nice one. The Homestead, now matches the decor of Luke's Tatooine dining room roof. You find this on Dathomir, and also is very similar to sort of Darth Maul's colour scheme as well. The black and the red, a lot of points on there, so you know, if you want something with a bit more flair, then that's a nice one to go with. And the Compañero, like the other one, black and yellow again. So as you can see, it matches quite well with BD. They really wanted to make ponchos Cal's signature thing, and let's hope Jedi Survivor does a little bit of a better job, giving him a bit more options. As for BD, look, he's got some nice ones here. The original recipe one is just the red and the white. Then you got the black and the yellow, as they say, the premium content apparently. The crimson, sort of that rusty brown with the white racing stripes on top, so he looks faster. The swoop one I've gone with quite a bit. If you're a motoring enthusiast, you recognise the Ford GT40 paint colour scheme on that. Yeah, the GT40, a very popular car. The blue leader one's probably the one I rocked the most. Just gives him that kind of like R2-D2 flavour. Everyone loves R2, so why not make your droid look a little bit more like him? The Zagag Wave, I didn't use this one a lot. It's kind of cool though, the black and the hot pink. You know, nice detail around the eye there as well, as it extends and goes in. Sundari Dawn. Again, if you want to go to Kashyyyk and use a lot of green, this is a nice one to pair with Cal's outfits. The green and the yellow. The Tabana, another blue and yellow one. A little bit of grey there, grey accents on the side. There's no stripes on it or anything like that, but it's still nice. I like the way the paint goes underneath that hood, just above his eyes there. Day of the Dianoga. It's an odd name, but I suppose they probably couldn't call it the Incredible. Maybe they could have called it the Incredible Skulk Skin, because that's vaguely Star Wars sounding, but obviously the purple and the green and the white. Yeah. So one that stands out definitely above the rest. Bombgrass is one of the other skins that follows a similar kind of design. It keeps BD that white colour, but gives him a little bit of colouring on the legs and the side of the head there. This one's just like a sort of yellowy green colour. Yavin Prime, sort of a, you know, rusty colour. Obviously matching Yavin's colour. The Gas Giant. The Myrmidon, a brown. If you want your more rustic vintage looking droid, then this would probably be the one to go with. Bestine. This nice sort of turquoise teal colour with the white. I actually quite like this one. I didn't use this a lot, but looks really good up close. The sort of lines on the top of his head is nice kind of detailing there. If I can get a closer look, there you go. Yes, that looks pretty good. I like that. Sumi, so there's the pink and green, much like the pink poncho, also called the Sumi. But yeah, pink and green, similar to the Day of the Dianoga. I mean the Incredible Skulk one. Cantonica. This one's actually quite nice. Just I think you got to get up close to kind of appreciate it. It's kind of like almost bronze kind of color to it. Just makes him look like he's made out of something a little bit more ornate. So yeah, that's a cool one. Now, I don't know what these three are. I've unlocked all the customizables in the game, and I don't know, maybe I need to buy some more, but I've got 3 locked here apparently that I don't know about, but what can you do? Stygian Prime, just like a grey one. More like a Imperial Chic BD one. And last, the Grungio. So let's try and get a closer look at this one here. Just turn around, so... Not sure what colour that is, kind of like a browny colour, similar to the other one, much more shiny materials it looks like he's made from. The Mantis itself now, I've gone with the green and the gold. Typical Australian colours, but it looks fantastic, I think. The gold just really stands out. Maybe the lighting here isn't showing it as well as it could, but yeah, I really like it. Looks very ornate, like really good detailing around the cockpit there, all the lines across the ship. Looks nice on that fin up there as well. Original recipe, blue, silver, a little bit of orange. That's alright. The Gold Squadron run, so there's the other premium content one, as you can see. Sort of, you know, hot yellow colour with a bit of silver and a nice racing line on the front there. A few of them look similar to this, the Crimson one. Crimson and Republic look quite similar with this kind of, you know, browny red with the off-white. I did use this one a fair bit, the Starfighter, just giving it that chrome look with the black and yellow. Looks really nice. You know, like it's made out of, an entire ship made out of Beskar, so nothing would pierce that. The Charisma is very similar, just swaps out the accents there. Yellow for black, kind of inverts the colours almost on the fin up there. The Aphelion, it's not bad, predominantly black with a little bit of gold. Again, the lighting on this planet's not so great. It doesn't really show it off in all its glory, but the Greasy Money, similar to the Crimson. See, very similar colours. That using that off-white, kind of boring, not my favourite. Occultation, again, kind of that darker colour. The graphic on the fin's kind of cool. The Smuggler, the Millennium Falcon paint job there, that sort of greyish white colouring, a little bit of a sort of pinky brown. The Racer, again, very nice. The silver, the black and red, always a winner. It's a very nice one. Zodiac Drifter, that's the one I've been using a lot. Looks really nice. The Perihelion also looks stunning. Look at that. Really, really nice. Sort of that white really stands out. And the gold too. Again, the Republic, kind of dull, not my favourite. You know, nothing really stands out about it. The Mercenary, yeah, blue, white and silver, a little bit of yellow. Well, it looks a little bit better in person. And the Boba Fett paint job, the Bounty Hunter one. That sort of green, silver, and that you know, almost maroony kind of colour. Not too bad. Kind of breaks up the ship a fair bit into these segments here. You know, your engine at the back, living quarters in the centre, and your cockpit in the front. Show the lightsaber off. I've got all the parts. I tended to stick with the same ones throughout all my playthrough. I really like this this design. I really like the thin lightsaber necks. I am a big fan of. Looks really aesthetically pleasing, that one there. I've gone with the cyan for the colouring. Just like this particular blue, I really like. It's a bit more like the original trilogy. Blue colouring, not as vibrant as the other one. The regular blue you get, yeah, it's good. You know, what can you say? It's the first colour we've ever seen on a lightsaber, so can't really speak too much about it. The green I'm not really keen on, which is a shame because I generally like green lightsabers, but yeah, it's got this strange colour to it. Maybe a yellowy tinge or something. It's not quite the same green as Qui-Gon's or Luke Skywalker's, which is a shame. Purple's pretty sick. Very nice. Really stands out. The orange is the other premium content that you get. I think it matches Cal quite well. I think it suits him. Obviously in this outfit it looks pretty good with the orange jumpsuit and whatnot. Yellow as a double-bladed lightsaber is probably a no-brainer. You know, this is Bastila Shan flashbacks from KOTOR. It just seems to suit it, I don't know why. And the magenta and indigo, not as big on. I've got nothing against pink, but I think the fact they got purple, but you have the other two colours, magenta and indigo, it's, you know, shades of the same colour basically. But there's only so many colours you can use. But the indigo I don't mind, just that kind of lighter purple. It's quite nice. So yeah, I don't really have any more thoughts. Let's have a look at my skills though. Skill tree's totally maxed out. I sort of read that going into this game it's best to dump all your points into force and survival skills, and that really served me well. Just having all the health and all the force was the most important thing, and all the combat stuff's come later. I wasn't great at combat, so it was just a matter of using these skill points to just fill out the tree. But yeah, that's it. As for New Game Plus, like I said at the start, you know, if you've got to go through the trouble of getting all your skills again, then I'm not a big fan of that. It kind of defeats the purpose of a New Game Plus, like you know, your Arkham games where you had that available to you. Being able to use all your gadgets and all your abilities from the get-go was really good. Obviously there are a couple of benefits in that you have all your customizables and a couple of extra ones, but yeah, I probably won't be going back to start again, but I'll definitely be hanging out for Jedi Survivor, which I hopefully won't be too far off. Maybe within the next year we'll see, but yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe for the one video I do a year, it seems.